Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Minecraft Together. You're probably thinking, what on earth is this series? Or if you know what the series is, you're probably thinking, why on earth is there another episode here? Yeah, I kind of finished this series quite some time ago, right? But I got good news. The server has been updated to Minecraft 1.13.2. And I have been playing on here during my live streams and working on a new mega project, which I'm going to tell you all about in this episode. It's not a normal episode. It's like an update episode. There'll be another one in the future. It might be a month from now. It might be a couple of weeks. I don't know. This isn't going to be a regular series again. But right now, you might be thinking, Asuma, why are you not talking about this incredible build behind you? This is the Nether Access Hub, and it is absolutely insane. This is the hub in the Nether for the 00 point. So if you've seen the Let's Play Minecraft Together series, you'll know that we spent most of our time in the Nether building some absolutely incredible builds together. And if you haven't, if you're not in the know, go check out the rest of the series. But the deal was we were going to create a world knowing that the update Aquatic was coming and we weren't going to play in the overworld. The overworld has now been deleted. It is gone. It has been annihilated and replaced with a new overworld which is full of update Aquatic oceans and all of that wonderful stuff. So all of the new 1.13 stuff is in the overworld and we've been starting a new mega project together. Yeah, that's what this video is about. The rest of this episode is basically going to be about the mega project. But first of all, I've got an announcement to make. Our mega project is a Scar-inspired city that we are building together, a kind of modern city full of skyscrapers, and we're building it in the middle of a absolutely ginormous jungle biome. So this weekend we're going to be holding a competition where we're going to count all of the jungle logs that are mined from this massive jungle area in an attempt on a live stream to clear out as much of it as we can and get ready to build a mega city in the middle of it. It's going to be absolutely fascinating. We've already started building the city. That's what the rest of this video is going to be about. So this event is happening on Saturday the 3rd, 5 to 7 p.m. GMT over on twitch.tv/Asuma. So put that in your calendar, bookmark it. A video will go out on the day when it'll go out on my channel on the day. There we go. I managed to speak a sentence correctly. Goodness me. Yeah, so you'll have that to remind you as well. But put that in your calendar and that event will be happening and we'll try to clear out as much of this as possible. As you can see, it is ridiculous. The size of this thing is ginormous and we're going to build a big city in the middle of it. So during these live streams where I've been working on the city, I've been recording updates in between. As you'll hear in the first clip, I wasn't sure if it's actually going to turn into a video or not, but I've decided that I wanted it to be a video on the main channel as well. And I also want to take this opportunity to remind all of you who are interested in playing on the server that you can participate in the server by becoming a patron or signing up as a tier-free subscriber. And the end of the month approaches. Today is the 30th, so there's today and tomorrow to sign up on Patreon, and then all of the whitelist stuff will happen and you can get on there and start playing for the competition on the weekend as well, if that interests you. So all of the links to that stuff will be in the description box down below if you need it. And now we're going to jump to the clips that I previously recorded. Hello everyone and welcome to what may be a video. As I record it right now, I don't know if this will actually get used. I might be talking to just myself. No one else might ever hear this. But here is the deal. We are on the Let's Play Minecraft Together server. And we have finished the first live stream a few days ago, and before I start the next live stream, it kind of occurred to me that maybe I want to track the progress here. Maybe after a few live streams I'll show you what exactly we've been getting up to as a community. As you can see, we're inside a jungle biome. This jungle biome is absolutely ginormous. I reckon you'd probably need a couple hundred maps to cover the entire thing. So what you're looking at here is just a small section of it. And as you can see, we have been chopping down the trees. Now the reason we have selected this area is because of the nice colour of the grass. I'm also using Optifine, which is bugging out the water. So if you see the water changing colour and looking weird, that is because of Optifine. I think I'm going to change it back to the version I was using before. But anyway, we cleared out a lot of the area. If I fly around, you can see just loads and loads of trees have been chopped out. And we're about to start the second stream, which is where we're going to start building some roads and start filling in some of the shallow areas. So notice how this is a river here, and the river actually goes off in that direction, and then we have a shallow area. So we're going to be filling in these shallow areas with grass so we can have more space to build, and then we're going to be laying out some roads, and the roads are going to eventually have skyscrapers all around them as we're building a giant city together. So the next live stream is about to begin real soon, and I will start laying down those roads, and we'll start filling in some of the shallow areas, and things should really start to progress in this area. But a lot of stuff has been done already. As you can see, people have been going ham, chopping down the trees, which is absolutely wonderful. So it's a mega project. This is my little clip of an update, letting you know what exactly is going on here. So this clip is being recorded right after the second live stream. So there I am. People keep messing with me. They don't know that I'm watching. They think that I'm AFK. And in this live stream, we put together this road design that you see right here. It now occurs to me that I forgot to do the lamps. We're going to put in some street lamps in the next one. This thing is like 11 blocks across. The sidewalks are 3 blocks. There's like a curb. There's diorite in the middle. And this I actually managed to come up with, although you can't see the blue of the water. That kind of sucks. That's a drain. And it comes as far as this. So one of the other things that we did, like right here you see this flatness. This is us filling in the shallows. It sounds like I've been set on fire. Oh, they are up to something. They are up to something. Yeah, so we filled in a lot of shallow waters. Over here there was a big shallow water area that we just kind of filled in, and that's so we have lots of room for building on. You can see our road goes all the way over here, and we've got Estra is working on a bridge design over here. So when I put someone in charge of building something, it's always with other people being able to join in. So I mean, this will probably all be over by the time you watch this video. Vegistry is also over here doing this one, which is a tunnel, because we decided to put a road through the middle of a hill. Now, in the next stream, I plan on doing a whole bunch of cool stuff. Oh yeah, I also set a challenge for the peeps to figure out how this road was going to go up through this hill over here. Looks like they're working on that, because that's going to be quite a steep road. So in the next stream, or sorry, I'm actually going to record before the next stream, I think, to show you what peeps have done during the time between those. Okay, we just finished our first live stream. I'm a little bit ill, by the way. And this one was a major success. I feel like we made a massive amount of progress. So what I showed in this live stream was Scar's fundamental design approach for using this cyan terracotta to break up some lawns using these blocks, then some boxes of foliage where there's room for trees as well. Going to put a tree on that 3x3, and then another lawn over the back here, and a path in the middle that leads up to this big space. So I kind of showed that, and then I kind of started creating these spaces right here, these squares. This is where the skyscrapers are going to go. And this right here might run into a little bit of issue if it's going to be that big of a tree. I'll speak to them in a second. Yeah, we started setting these up for other players. So we would move in a few blocks from the front of the road, so there was space for the gardens, and then we would make this big square. And we started off with 1 or 2. People started introducing their own ideas as well, which was really cool. You can see the layout here looking fantastic. Later on in the stream, this was something else that I showed. We kind of came up with a palette for these sort of back areas, which is using the lime and the path over here. So the place I actually showed that is where this tree is going. And the tree kind of goes directly over the path. But there's another one here. There's like these sort of sunken areas, and this is just, again, all from Scar's build on Hermitcraft Season 5. So those are the areas that are going to be like the unkept lands behind the lawns between the buildings. So everyone will be able to fill up, build these skyscrapers and then fill up the space in between. If we go over in this direction, you can see, again, wherever you see these squares, this is me setting this up, and these two people here are working together as neighbours, really well connecting their plots. We've got another one over there that's kind of narrow. The idea was to space them out apart from one another, so there was lots of room to expand to the side, but everyone gives it their own unique take. So then going over in this direction, we expanded with quite a lot of platforms, as you can see. I think there is 4 on one side and 5 on the other. It's actually 4 on both, and everyone's taking the same principle again with the lawns and the clay and building this up and making this look gorgeous. I like how every single front is unique and individual. Over here we've got our fantastic bridges. We've got 2 of them. This one is just for walking on. It's just so really well done. And at the end here we then have like a new road that's being built. So it's going to go over in this direction. And if I get high up in the sky, you can see we're kind of flattening the terrain here. Didn't have too much of a choice for that because we weren't really aware of what the terrain was like because the trees hadn't been removed prior. So that's going to go all the way over through here, and then it's going to turn somewhere around here and go in a straight line. Notice there's another line to the left a little bit. That's not the line. It's going to come out somewhere around where that sand is down there. So all of these shallows over here can get filled in. Notice there is a river, but that can get filled in and built on. That'll mean there'll be tons of room for skyscrapers all over the place here. And then somewhere around the end here, it's going to, I think, have another bridge go over this space and then connect with this road, turning it into a T-junction. So that is the end of that, and obviously there are now a lot of players in this area who are able to have fun, you know, preparing all the stuff for the skyscraper. So I'm recording another clip before I do a live stream, and there is progress. Not so much on the street and the plots around them. I think most of the people have got themselves ready for the skyscraper building, which we're going to do in the next live stream, but the deforesting is absolutely amazing and impressive. Look at these large areas of land over here that the trees have been chopped down from. It's kind of hard to keep up with, and because there's so many people playing online at the moment, the server is loading a little bit slow, and the render distance isn't terribly far, but you can get a real good idea of how much has been chopped down. And what we're going to do is start to fill in some of these shallows, get the the roads going through all of these areas, and so people can build. We've actually got a new moderator on the server, Winnie, who's going to get together a list of all the people who can't make it to the streams, so we can make roads and give them areas to build in. So that may be happening in this stream. We've got a lot to organise. We need to organise new roads and show the way forward for the skyscraper, and I am just wholly impressed with everything that's been done here. So another live stream has ended, and in this one we laid out more paths, and we also started working on our skyscraper, and you will see now that some of the other players on the server are building their own. And these plots that we gave in the last stream are a little bit too small. They were like 15 by 15, so these are going to be like dinky skyscrapers, I guess. Future plots are going to be about 21 by 21, and Winnie has been actually preparing those for people. So there's going to be some over here, and we also decided that closer to the ocean we're going to start adding in some suburban homes in the future. So this is going to have a street going off into that area, and that's going to be like a suburban home sort of district. So there will be more skyscrapers in this area coming down either side of this road over here, and eventually we'll build a bridge leading back to that island over there. Then we've got like a crazy tunnel going through the mountain thing. We're going to have a bridge between these two, and it probably needs some terraforming just to make the mountains actually bigger. Once you start putting the road on it, you're reminded of how big the road actually is. We've also sorted out this river that goes underneath it. So the road comes through here, it turns off to the side. You can see we've laid down some markers for where it's going to go, and then it will go in a straight line all the way over to the end here, and then it will connect with that one again. There's also been like more deforesting around the edges, so we can start to expand out in these directions. And I don't think I showed this earlier in this video. I think it was in the live stream, or maybe I did show it in the video, but anyway, there is this book right here that you can come and sign up for. So if you're not around when the live streams are on, you want to participate in this project, the book down there is where to sign up. In the stream, I also talked about the phases that we're going through. This first area is kind of like a trial area. We're getting everyone on the same page with the build style, how we're doing things, and then what we're probably going to do is plan a massive municipals area off in that direction at some point. That'll connect to this area as well. This is the one that I built. This is my skyscraper, and I actually designed something at the beginning of the stream in creative mode on the plotworld server, played.xisumavoid.com, and then when I came on here I couldn't remember what I built, and I just decided to wing it, and it ended up being like really interesting. And there's a little bit of an oddity over on this side where the windows at the top are smaller than the ones at the bottom, but it's a really cool design, it's repeatable, and I think we're going to make that a lot bigger, and that'll be my skyscraper. And that's kind of everything now, I guess. There's probably one or two more details that I'm forgetting, but that's how that stream worked out. So there hasn't been another live stream, but so much has been happening on the server the last few days that I needed to record an update and show you all the wonderful things that are happening. And also, I'm starting to take a little bit of a hands-off approach, and the staff are starting to take over with some of the laying out of the roads and the planning of this area, because so many people are interested and excited and wanting to get involved. We have a neighbour right here. There's going to be a skyscraper plot next door. Some of the original ones that we laid out during a live stream have now been built. This one looks almost finished, and these designs are really cool. People are really coming up with some awesome stuff. I like the way this one here kind of loses some quadrants as it goes upwards. That's a really cool idea. Little tower at the end. Oh, and a beacon, of course. So, you've seen some of these roads around here on the left, but you can see people are starting to build as well. This, wow, crazy on the detail. Loving that. That's very unique and individual. Another one over here. I'm just going to fly around and you're going to see them. This road right here, I think we might change this road to a smaller type, because the staff have introduced a new type of road over here, which is a smaller one with yellow markings in the middle, and it goes diagonal as well. So there is going to be like a little tunnel through here eventually, and then you can see there are some markings for future roads going through this area. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities to build skyscrapers. Now, this one right here was built by Napalm. It's looking fantastic. I love how that's turned out. That's a really great one. We've got a crazy one over the back here that I really, really like. I'm pretty much fond of all of these. It's so good to see them come together. This one right here is going for a very ambitious shape, and it looks like it's going to turn out great. And then we've got a very, very tall one right there. So one of the new roads that's been put up is just over the back here. So if I fly in this direction and turn to the right, we will see lots of these leaf plots, and the leaves are like for people to come and build their skyscraper on, right? Yeah, and so there's now a new road going through here, and there's lots of new projects underway, which is cool. This one looks like it might be actually finished at this point. That's a really nice design right there. I like that. And that's kind of it, but as you can see, like, it's happening. The skyscraper city is coming together. It's a wonderful project. And this might just be the last update, I think. I think I might wrap this up and put it into a video now. And I have one more thing to talk about before we wrap up this video. First of all, a reminder, Saturday the 3rd, 5 to 7 PM GMT, that's in the evening. That is when the live stream event is happening for chopping down all of the trees. Put that in your calendar. I hope to see you there. We're going to try and clear the entire area. The other thing I want to mention now is that the project is going to be taken over by the staff a lot more. I've sort of laid out the fundamentals for how we get things done, like building above the ground, putting the gardens in front, and having the bushy areas behind the skyscrapers. And now they're going to organise and coordinate a giant city centre. So this is our first sort of getting into the groove of doing this area, figuring things out, and now we're going to start planning our big area, which is why we need to clear out the entire forest. And in that area we're going to build a shopping centre, all sorts of municipal buildings, and create an actual city on a really large scale together. It's going to be an incredible project, and of course I'll continue to record these updates and keep you up to date with the project as well, I guess. So that is it from me this video. If you have enjoyed it, then leave a like, and I'll see you at some point in the future with another update.